Update: wife finally confessed of cheating with her coworker 11 years ago when we are still live-in partners with a 2-year-old son. To see my original post, you can look for it on my profile with the same title. This is just an update regarding my previous post. Once again, I appreciate all your comments and suggestions. Be warned that this is also a long post, and English is my second language, so please bear with me. We are still working to reconcile, and I can say that time does really have a huge factor for me in dealing with all of this. I decided to stay and give it another chance, but with some changes in terms of our setup. We agreed that I have one pass to have another relationship, and I can use this pass anytime I want. Especially if I see that she is not serious about this reconciliation. The only condition is that she needs to know about it. She is now open with all her devices, and will let me know if someone is trying to hit on her at work or anywhere, in any way, so that we can fix it early. She will need to avoid any issues or involvement related to infidelity, or even having me once again suspecting her of something at all cost, because she only has a second chance and no option for a third. She is always doing her best to help in our reconciliation, and I can say that she is very remorseful and she regretted the mistake she made in our relationship. We continue to live as normal as possible with our kids, but I still have deep hurt episodes every time I remember once in a while. It's not that difficult to handle anymore compared to the days just after day, but I still let her know how I feel and how she destroyed my trust. I made her do some things for me to help me and us cope with all of this, and she has no complaints except for one thing. We are the only ones who knows about our problem, and nobody else from her side of family and mine knows this. I believe that the root cause of her cheating on me is her being selfish, and I want to test her by making her do the thing that I believe she fears the most as a selfish person. Based on how I've known her, she values her reputation a lot with our friends and family. She doesn't want her reputation to be tainted or destroyed. To test her, I asked her to confess her infidelity to both our parents only, and we will ask them to keep all of this just between us and nobody else from our families will know, and we will ask their advice regarding our reconciliation. I decided to just let her confess to our parents only and not to other members of our families and friends, because based on what I observed when I told her about this test is that her reaction was very genuine. The horror in her eyes realizing that both our parents will know about her mistake was very real. This is the most difficult thing I asked of her, according to her. And she is trying to ask me to give her another test. She wants us to just keep this a secret and deal with it on our own. But I insist that I need to see, and she can really prove to me that this is still all worth it by doing this. I told her that since I considered her selfishness as the main enemy, I want us to beat it by making her do the ultimate sacrifice for me, her reputation to our parents. It should be our whole family and friends, but I decided to just make her confess to both our parents to save her dignity to others, since we are reconciling, and she is the mother of my children, so I just need her to prove to me one thing: if she can do this ultimate sacrifice. According to her, this is the ultimate sacrifice. She agreed eventually and just asked me to give her a little time to confess to her parents first, then once done, she will also do the same with mine. I told her that once she did this, I will consider this a victory and will help a lot in our reconciliation. I told her once she did this, I will lose my past to have another relationship and will just focus on her again. I will be her partner again in everything, and we will move on from this mess she made. Only one thing I made it clear to her: that I can forgive her, but I will never forgive what she did, because cheating in any form is unforgivable and unacceptable in any relationship. I just want to know, for those of you who decided to reconcile and did it successfully, what is the best test you think is necessary for you to prove that your marriage is still worth another chance? I considered a lot of things, like our kids, our life in 19 years we made together, though more than half of it she lied to me. And also my feelings towards her. I believe that she is remorseful and regretted her mistake 11 years ago, and she devoted her life to me and our family after that. All my kids are mine according to DNA results, and we are negative to any STDs. Though she lied for 11 years, I believe that she only did it to keep our family whole. It sucks on my part being cheated and being lied to, but as I mentioned on the first part of this post, the time really does have a big factor on how you deal with things. And life is a lot bigger than focusing only on the negative side of things. I believe that we will always encounter failures, and starting new is not always the best option for all. My heart goes out for all those betrayed spouses like me, especially male spouses. I know your pain, and I want you to know it's okay to cry. I hope we all find the peace we are looking for, and we will be able to give our love and trust again. Now let's look at the comments. Well, I think this is a happy ending for you, wife, indeed. She got her cake and got to eat it too, by taking responsibility after all her fun. Congrats for her. The amount of codependency, delusion, and lack of self-esteem on your side is sad to see. Cheating was an move, but she lied for years and made Opie think that he's delusional. To assume that she cheated is a whole new level of abuse and manipulation. I am sure that there is more to the story. You continue to identify her cheating as a mistake, as if it were some mental lapse in judgment. Your wife purposely betrayed you, and made a conscious effort to hide her sexual escapades from you. Maybe it's your way of softening the impact of it all, but please accept that there was deliberate attempt to cheat on and disrespect the man that she claimed to love. Good luck on your free pass reconciliation. As a neutral third party, I tell you in advance she is not sorry, and you are the only one who sustains this relationship. Just end your ordeal.